Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Jill from Prepper for the Ages. How's it going today? I have been gardening and gardening and gardening, and that's where I've been. Either I've been gardening and helping the chickens along, or keeping the chickens from the bear. Oh, there's a bear story. And now it's July 4th. Happy 4th of July! Yay! The 4th of July it's really hot, so I am dressed down. I'm dressed in my run around the back of the house stuff. It's a low key day. I'm gonna have steak a little bit later, steak and fries and all that good stuff. And but first, I had to go out. Every morning I have to go out and let the chickens out of the coop and feed them and water them and make sure they're all set for the day. And it's extremely hot. So the chickens are going, it's extremely hot. So need to make sure that the chickens are cool for the day. As you understand, I have the adult chickens that have been with me for a couple of years, and now I have the pullets. Pullets are teenage chickens now. I got them when they were chicks, when they were a day old. They came in the mail. And so I set them up inside the house, and when they got old enough, they got all their feathers in. I set them outside in the chicken tractor. So they're busy eating all the bugs in my yard. Yay! Yeah. So anyway, chicken coop, chicken coop and stuff. If you hear hissing in the background, I've started the pressure canning. And yes, it's hot out. Yes, I'm starting pressure canning. I got a pressure canner that was a carry pressure canner, and it's currently in the background. It takes 5 pint jars or 4 quart jars. And because the zucchini is starting to come in, my plan my plan of attack is to go out and harvest every day. I'll harvest the zucchini, and they're proliferous, and they're still flowering, and they're still producing. I also have one spaghetti squash. I need to go out there and monitor the spaghetti squash because it's sending out runners and it's getting the little spaghetti squash gourds uh, in the yard. I keep on looking out there. I should look at you. I'm sorry. Anyway, I have the yellow zucchini. The yellow zucchini haven't yellow zucchinied yet. Either that or I'm missing them somehow through the leaves, trying to pull the leaves back. Uh, if you don't know, zucchini and all the squashes, like, they have the big, nice leaves layer after layer, and you kind of have to lift them in order to see the vegetables. And so that's what I'm doing now, going through and slowly lifting the leaves, not damaging the leaves, and seeing. And the reason you do that, and the reason you do that every day, is because zucchini, if you blink, the zucchini will become the size of a baseball bat. So, what was it? Was it a day and a half ago? I harvested zucchini because in the morning, they're not quite big enough. In the evening, they're big. Harvest them now. When they're about 6 inches to like 12 inches long, they're okay. They're manageable. When they become bigger than that, that's when they lose their flavor. That's when they become tough and hard and more woody. And so you have to go and harvest them when they're small and edible, as opposed to leaving them and them growing out of proportion. If you miss, you'll miss at least one zucchini that grows huge. They hide in there, and it's not that they're difficult to spot. It's just that there's so many um, leaves that that's what makes it difficult to spot. So anyway, what else? So yeah, brought the zucchini in. I tried the pressure canner for the first time. The first time I pressure canned, I lost the instructions. Okay, I confess, I lost the instructions. So I've been YouTubing how to pressure can zucchini or how to pressure can. And so I did the pressure canner, and I did all the things, and I did all the things right except for one thing. When the pressure canner was done, you're supposed to let it cool for an hour. Let it just sit there for an hour. So I was like, okay, I'll let it sit there for an hour. But do I take it and open the exhaust, or I still 10-pound weight, or open the exhaust? So, well, let me try. It's my first time. Let me try. And I just just switched it over to exhaust instead of having the 10-pound weight on there. And I was lucky the water didn't hit the ceiling. It came close, but it didn't hit the ceiling, and it was mostly steam, so it came up, and then by the time it came back down, it had mostly it mostly vaporized. But anyways, that was an experience. And so basically we had I couldn't use that batch in the end because it the all the water because of the sudden pressure change, the water came out of the jars, and I was canning zucchini, and the water half of basically the water was down to half. So I put those in the refrigerator. I let them cool off, then I put them in the refrigerator when they were cooled off, and I'll just eat them today and tomorrow, which isn't bad. They're little. I had 4 little quart jars of zucchini, so that's not bad. I'll eat them off. And then I did it again. I didn't do the mistake again. I cut up another batch of zucchini, and I managed to can that okay, which is good. So I canned them. I labeled them. I took the rings off. I made sure that the seal was okay, and so I'm making another 12 pack of zucchini so I can put them back in that cardboard box. I'll put them downstairs so they'll be good to go. Today I am making more zucchini. More cans, pressure canning more zucchini. Zucchini are proliferous. I live alone. I eat zucchini. Sam eats zucchini. And what I'll be doing is what I don't can, I'll eat. And that's how much zucchini you have for the day. I'm giving the ends to the chickens, so basically the tops and the bottoms, the crowns and the bottoms. I don't know. I'm putting them in there's a little chicken ball that has it's a little mesh ball, little cage ball. So you put the zucchini tops and the ends in there, giving them to the chickens. Anything left over, I don't know if you can hear that. Anything left over, I'll just compost for the garden. So that's what I'm doing now. This time I put in a teaspoon of kosher salt without, they put a little iodized salt. I, I'm not using that salt. I'm just using the pure salt, coarse grain salt, little teaspoon in there before I put the lids on. So there'll be a little bit more of a taste to them because I've sampled the batch that didn't get it didn't get sealed right. But yeah, that's kind of bland. I had to put a little salt in. They were very watery. I think I put them in hot jars and I put hot water in. I cold canned, so I didn't boil the zucchini first, but of course I put the hot filtered water from the kettle in the first time, so I'm not doing that. I think they were very much overcooked. So this time, cold processed everything, and then I put the cans in. So you can do that. It's good. So I did that with the 4 quart jars, and I put a little salt in this time with the quart jars, and now you heard it just beep, and so it's done. And so I just set the timer on the I just set the timer on the stove, or just let it sit for 2 hours. Just sit, just sit. Jill, don't touch it. So yes, I'm not touching it, and that's where we're gonna go. And knock on wood, the seal will be okay, the water will be okay, and I can just store it downstairs. Which comes to the part with the bear. So how can I tell you this? Um, Sam has been barking at things in the woods, and I'm like, okay, well that's nothing, or maybe it's a neighbor across the other side because we have a little ravine. Maybe it's the neighbor. She likes to garden. She's down there. She's very quiet. I think it's the bear now. We have had for the last 2 weeks bear sightings, and it's not bear sightings, it's a bear sightings. So he is double tagged. He has a yellow tag on each ear. So this means he is a known troublemaker, and they're yellow tags. And in my state, we don't do yellow tags for nuisance bears. Connecticut does yellow tags for nuisance bears. So this guy has come a long way, and I don't know if they dropped him off somewhere up here or if he traveled on his own, but he has been through everybody's yard and everybody's gardens, and it's just this is his territory, and he's been ranging all over town. And we have a nice state forest up the hill. He doesn't want to touch that. He's from the this morning's photograph. I'm so old. Snapshot. photo, I don't know, picture. He is just laying down next to a toppled trash can, and he's trash bear. So I am keeping an eye on my chickens. I keep on looking. I'm keeping an eye on my chickens. I have a electric fence, electric netting, so I need to mow the lawn, and it's so hot out. I don't want to mow the lawn until tonight. Um, I need to mow the lawn and set up the electric fence. And since I have two chicken coops, I have the adult chicken coops, and I have the chicken tractor where the nice pullets are. And it's not, the fencing is not long enough to go around both. I'm going to fence in the chicken tractor, and the chicken tractor's out farther in the yard. So we shall see what happens. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, Sam is very, very, I don't let him outside unattended because I just don't want him to get eaten by the bear. Yes, he's a big dog, but he's an idiot. I love him so much. But yeah, so that's what's happening where I am. What else is happening? A lot. So basically, I'm working full time. I'm coming home. Well, I take the dog for a walk in the morning. I work full time. I come home, and Sam and I go out in the garden, and we there's water restrictions, of course, in our town. So I have to go out and hand water with the wand. So I hand water with the wands, which just a bunch of me sitting out there, hand taking turns hand watering with the with the wand and having the dog drink from the hose because he wanders up and he wants to drink. Hand watering some more. It's okay. So he's doing good. Spoiled puppy. What else? Not much. But the not much is quite a lot exactly. What I've been doing is a lot of garden work and a lot of, not some dog work and stuff, but a lot of dark, and we're trying to stay in. Sam is a black dog, and he just does not do well in all the sunshine, and that sun is beating down. What's else? What else is there? I got a solar-powered fan, and I used it at night, and that solar-powered fan is so quiet because it has the battery pack. So quiet. It is a wonderful fan. It's much better than my in window fans because those are loud. They're like helicopters taking off and landing. So yes, I have that. It's charging. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. It's charging through the sliding glass. So basically, I just kept the solar panel inside, but I put it up against the glass. And the sun is beating down on that solar array right now and charging my fan. So happy, good win. Solar fan. It's about a foot in diameter. Not big, but on the lowest setting next to my bed at night. It just takes, it's not a fan wind. It's just a small breeze, just enough to wick the moisture off of my body enough so I can sleep. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. So a big thank you and shout out to Ashley at Martin Midlife Misadventures and recommending that pressure canner. I haven't pressure canned before. I know there's ginormous pressure canners, and this only takes 5 jars, but I think this is what we're doing at this point because as long as I pressure can a little bit every night, I'll be able to harvest the garden and pressure can every night, and it'll be just enough to keep this chain reaction, this what is it, production line going. And so I can do that, and I can can every night and get 4 or 5 jars every night and get that all done. So there's also 5 tomato plants. The tomatoes are coming in. They're not ripening, but they're coming in. I think they're Roma tomatoes. So it's something that if I get enough tomatoes, I can use a tomato. It's called a tomato strainer, but it pulps the tomatoes. It gets all of the skins and the seeds out. So I can go and then my plan is to make tomato sauce, and canned tomato sauce for, like stuff like um, pizza or spaghetti or something like anything like that. So I'm just going to be my plan is just to make the sauce, just to make the sauce and put a couple of basil leaves in and can that. And gonna be my next thing. Uh, I don't know how many. The last time I put 5 tomato plants in, I was just getting blasted with tomatoes all summer long. So because and I had done cherry tomatoes that with that blast. So you can't make it into much because the cherry tomatoes are this big. There's a ton of them. You can fill up this container or go out and fill up this container about 4 or 5 times every few days because it's just so many tomatoes the last time. So hopefully this time I'll be able to get more tomatoes, make the sauce, put some in chili. I could can the chili and put them downstairs. And that's one of the other things I want to do is I want to can and put downstairs because, yeah, I can fill stuff up in my freezer. If we have a power outage, yeah, I don't want to have to worry. So as long as I can them, they're sealed. Knock on wood, they're canned well. I'll put them down in my basement, label them, and we'll be good to go. And of course, if the power goes out, I'll have chili downstairs that I can just pop open and eat because it's ready. So anyways, I know it's a long video. I do apologize, but there's just so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. But thank you for coming along and thank you for listening to me and through all my ups and downs and everything like that. So it's something that it's not bad. Not a bad life. And I'm happy. And I'm recovering from my mom, taking care of my mom. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you have a good one. Have a happy 4th of July. Don't blow it. Don't blow your own appendages off. Don't blow anybody else's appendages off. Just sit back and have a good 4th of July. Okay, hope this finds you well. Take care. Hey, thank you for being my therapist. All right, take care. Bye.